right, guys, welcome back to the I Am Access YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you a lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. So, as I saw by the title, we're going to be interviewing Mr. Richards on a few topics, but we want to try and get to know him, try to get to learn some things about Wisper coming up as well. But let me start this one with some good news. We have heard some things. A person clipped something on the radio to say that Mr. Richards will be joining the Reggae Boyz based off the fact that Mikel Antonio, as what I've told you, I thought that he wouldn't have made it because he had a little limp. Even in the game itself, it looks like that's the case. And the first person up, it's actually Mr. Richards. So we're going to bring in Mr. Richards. His camera at this point, because he's on the road, might not be out there. So let me just keep him here with his camera off, but I'm very sorry for that. All the persons inside the chat, massive respect and sorry for the inconvenience that based off the camera, because I just cursed out Richie to say that I don't run those situations. He said YouTube is not my business. I'm pretty much okay in life. I don't know why he's saying those things. All right, so Mr. Richie, how are you doing? Good day. All right,
good day everybody. Glad to be here.
Let me know if you're hearing him live. Let me know if you're hearing him good enough, so we can chop it up with Richie. All right.
Yeah, man. It's good to be here. Another blessed day. We thanks.
All right. Your sound came up. It was a little bit down, so it's up now. All right. So I think that's very good. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how are you doing? Or are you feeling? We just heard some good news again. I don't know how the fans feels about that Mr. Mikel Antonio might be out and Wisper would be the next person coming in. Let me know, guys, in the comment section if you're okay with that. So, Richie, how are you feeling, my brother? Because obviously, I have linked you up from the other day and some things came up, but I want to know how you are feeling, or are you feeling about the success of your kid, and how are you feeling as a whole, as a father, because I know that you have other kids.
Yeah. You never want stop the success of any human being. You always want other people to be successful. And success start from a lot of things. You can start from one person to make that one little small community a better community, that the next community that is adjoining with that community to become a better community for us to have a better Jamaica. As somebody look at it, I was so happy when I heard that the kid was chosen to play now. And I was like, wow, look at that. I thought I blocked him. You understand?
Okay.
And it is so appealing to me that, I mean, what a lot of powers I have in the JFF to go ahead and block and go ahead and release. I can block and unblock just by the clip of a finger in less than 48 hours? I'm doing
all right, so Richie, let me settle right there. You gave your answer as to how you're feeling, so you feel like you have been vindicated. But just let me slide off that a little. Let me get into how Richards came towards this Phoenix program. Well, I know that you have maybe regurgitated it a few times, but how he get to this program, because we want to end on that. So we would rather start with the positive sides, and what you were expecting.
Growing up, he was always a special kid in doing what he was doing. You have some big man here.
Richie. Okay, we look Richie have some technical difficulties. Richie, we're not hearing you now. Maybe you have to sort out the internet. Yeah.
Football knowledge and then. Yeah.
You're just back now.
All right, internet good, but when phone calls come in, it's going to chip out for a couple of seconds and then come back until I
Okay.
decline that call.
Talking about
You understand? So that's what happened.
we missed you on the point that you're talking about. Oh, you was playing with big men.
That's what.
All right, it looks like Richie, maybe you have to jump off and return back because it looks like
Hear me?
no, it's tripping out. It just came in. It just came in. Are you hearing us better now?
Okay, good. Yeah, I hear you now.
Mm-hmm,
No,
good.
he was always playing ahead of his time, from a tender age, Port is a small community, and he's playing with under 15 from like 4 years old. So he always
Under
playing with
15 from 4 years old, he was
yeah,
playing like
yeah.
with the group of players that age group, but not necessarily league in under 15 because the 4 years old sounds like a Superman type of thing,
No, but what literally was happening because of the community stature of being so small, they couldn't find a lot of kids of the under 15 age group. So the younger ones get game in now.
Okay.
Because it's a certain type of era. So say you have East Antwerp and West Antwerp of each.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody from West Antwerp is not going to transfer and go to West Antwerp. They're going to play where they were born. So in this case, he was born in Seaside. So the Seaside ballers them just play for Seaside no matter what. And most of those balls were his uncles and his cousin. So they keep on passing the ball to him, but he also excelled from passing the ball to him. Did well.
Oh,
But at that
okay.
time he was going to Port Royal Primary. So
Port Royal Primary.
it was Mr. Ball now. That is the PE teacher at Harborview Primary. He's like one of the referees from the corner league. And he said to him, Port Royal don't play Premier League football, Bring him come to Harborview. Make him get a chance. And that's when I transferred him from Port Royal Primary to Harborview Primary, where he started playing Premier League.
Okay, and when he started playing Premier League, like what age? The same 4 to 6, or because it has to be over 6 because you're gonna start Premier League at 6 upwards.
Well, he went to Harborview Primary from grade 3, so he did
Okay, grade 3.
grade 4, grade 5, and then
So about 9 to 12, 9 to 12, 9 to 11 or so.
9 to 12, because
9 to 12. All right.
he was playing for Harborview Cassava team at the same time while he was going to Harborview Primary.
He was playing for Cassava in Harborview and Cassava from 9 to 12.
Right.
All right. Wow. That is something revealing because I heard something opposite. So that is nice. All right. Yeah. So and that was the same time he broke the records in the U15 and won the cup.
U14 he didn't break the record. That is high school when he broke the under 14 high school record. But you are talking about when he got the MVP.
Yes.
Yes, he got MVP in 2017. That team entails of Denzel McKenzie, Anthony Bennett, Socrates Wilson, Tyreek Zimenez. That was the under 13 team. Yeah.
Okay. So around 10 to 11, he broke the record then pretty much because he's around about 18 now, right? About that?
Right.
All right, 10 to 11. All right, good. All right, nice. And after that, that's the point when he joined Phoenix. What year he joined Phoenix? Because now we're up to 2017, 3 and almost 4 now. Around 10, because he's going to be 18 at the end of the year, right? So he joined Phoenix, at 10 years old, 10 to 11? What year exactly he joined Phoenix Academy?
After the 2017 tournament, that's the summer of 2017.
Summer 2017,
That's
he
when he
joined
got the
Phoenix.
MVP. That's when he got the MVP for Harborview. So it would be the 2018 that he would have first enter.
2018.
He would have first entered Phoenix.
Entered Phoenix 2018. All right, all right. 2018. All right, so that is good. All right. So when you brought him into Phoenix, what
I
people
I
before
didn't
we,
bring
no.
I didn't bring it into to Phoenix. The introduction was done by a family member of mine. There was an ender party that keep every year, and Leon Bailey was going to the party, but my cousin is a KLS man, and he always listened to the program, so he was following the traitor Craig Butler, and in following the traitor Craig Butler, he always, because each boy's dream at the time, even Wisper looked up to Leon Bailey and said, "Wow, are you that?" He came from nothing to something,
Yeah, I
but
heard it that from his mouth as well. So I do
yeah.
agree. Yes, he said that as well.
Right. So, every little boy have a idol. And if you're from Jamaica and you see that is who we are,
All right. So guys, sometimes the audio will chip up because Richie said
did
calls come in from time to time. And then it plays up for a little while, then it comes back in. So I think it's his data. So what you
you
could do
are
for me in that time, please do hit the like button
want
and he
to
can try to start out.
visit.
Richie, we are getting
So
a little.
it was
Richie, you just came back because it looks like it chipped out because
yes, man.
someone
I'm
called
here
you.
now.
Yeah, you're back now. You're back. You're back.
Right.
Continue. You were talking about what the kids like role model wise. So Leon Bill, you're
Right.
saying
He
Leon
was
Bill was a
always
role
his
model.
role model, he always tried to even like play the way he plays because he has a role model until I guess he found himself and know that what he wants, how he wants to play as himself, and Phoenix did a lot for Dujuan Wisper Richards. They did exceptionally well, but this is what I want to say right here now. If you don't guide while your child is there, your child will maybe be misled, and that is why Whisper is
No,
successful.
but Richie, you can't run into that because remember, people want to look. You have to take your time, Richie, because remember,
Yeah,
you
but
said the kid left when he just joined. So at the start, that started to happen, or you're doing things and then he left to England because people wanted to know those sides. Because
oh, that
I yes,
yes,
you need to chip that in
okay,
because I want to know when he went to England to see how the development actually goes for this kid. Because you said he
okay,
went
yeah.
2018. So after 2018, what was he doing at Phoenix? What was he doing? Was he still playing competition?
No, at that time he's a scholar. He's going to KC. He's playing Pepsi for KC.
Oh, so
2018. That's when he broke the record. So he's going to school, come back home. We train. We
okay.
train.
Hold on, Richie, you're going too fast because he did play Pepsi. He did play Pepsi, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you see all these things, because the Pepsi part, I never actually got the Pepsi part because I was so stuck up with the
So he
college.
must have played Pepsi. He has the under 14 record in Jamaica. So he must have played Pepsi.
Oh, so he played the Pepsi and he broke the record in the Pepsi, the under 14.
Right.
Right.
That's just
All right, good.
right after the Arbor, he left Arborview. That's
All
what
right,
happened.
beautiful, beautiful. So that means his trajectory continues to push upward because you said he did well in that Arborview and then left Arborview to the Phoenix and then
Yeah.
through the Phoenix he plays the Pepsi. So he was introduced to KC. Oh, he went to KC because him himself couldn't answer based off the last conversation he had with the interviewee. So, he went to
um,
KC because he said his father got him into KC. So, enlighten us how he went to KC.
you see, that boy is so special. Some people use them blessing and things. So, yeah. He 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 does it. Even when he went to Arborview, I didn't take him to Arborview on the trial. It's just one of him younger cousin that saw his talent, who was playing for Arborview at the time. His name is Miller. That took him there. You understand? And him come back and him said to me, Daddy, I make it, man. I say, you make it. Being how young is it? Them tell me to come back. I go play for Harborview. I say, you play for Harborview, big Harborview. So at that time, I'm not telling a lie. Me doubt him. Me dey doubt him. So I
Okay,
say, you know
okay.
what? When them say if I come back, him say Saturday. So that Saturday, I took him. I took him and him cousin there, and nobody don't know him as, and I stand up back, and there was somebody personnel who was picking the players for the next season to start, and they were saying that there's a little small one, man. He's short. He can kick the ball. He's in an Arsenal jersey, because I never forget. That was Mr. Giardini at the time. He didn't know who I was, but it's just me videoing my son and just
Mm-hmm.
overhearing his conversation. And he said that he can play. He can play. And then say, yo, pick him. And they start picking him. I said, okay, this kid really doing good things to true. And he did it. He made a team and he started playing that year and he was on the bench. And while he was on the bench, they won that year. And that gave him the ego and the anger to say he wants to be out there. He wants to play out there. And following
Okay,
year, he
okay.
starts starting. And that's when he starts scoring goals.
Okay, so that's lovely. So that Harborview situation. So the Harborview and he left Harborview to go to Phoenix and then go to play Pepsi first, right? So
No,
that is coming up to the.
Pepsi. So it was a summer. Remember, it's a holiday. So the
Mhm,
next
mhm.
by September, it's gonna be a school starting here. Same ago. Broke the record in
That
the
is
summer.
that is 2018
Right.
September now, so it's going into 2019, right?
No, we don't reach 2019 yet.
No, but we know from we said 2018 summer, we're going to September to finish.
Right. Right.
Richie time fly fast. Yes, yeah. So we're just making sure people catch up with what's going on, because I think it's always screwed as to where he did what and when. So I think what we started off with now is beautiful, because people kind of get a timeline as to what really took place in the career just for thus far for the kid.
Understand? Yeah, man. So, where we at now?
So we are at September,
Yeah.
and so
So, broke
far
the
it's
record.
you. So far, let me make sure. So far, it's you bringing in places.
Yeah. Well, me with the. It's not only me. It was never only me. His mother always is there, but she said, "You angle it. You are the football part. You understand? Go and go
Okay, so his
angle it."
mother was always there. So his
She
mother
was
was
always
always there, but you was the person out
right,
there with him.
right,
Okay,
right.
okay, good. That's the first time I'm hearing that so clear, that his mother was there as a support line, but not necessarily the support out there. So it's a two-part program basically. All right.
Right, but
So
she's not a person that can come out in social media and all that. But that's not her. But me will advocate for him, promote him at the same time. While she may be watching it after and saying, "Boy, you should have said this and that part and that." But his mother was always there.
Okay. So after lighting up the Pepsi, clearly, and no, he did well at Harborview and then moved towards into Phoenix. Combination of all three. So clearly his name started to build, like his reputation inside Jamaica. So
Right.
what was the other move now through the Phoenix? Because obviously he did what he did in the Pepsi now. So he
He
has to
played.
go back to Phoenix. So what was the next step?
No, at this time, I remember, we go training at evening time. Whenever there's not
Okay.
a season, at Phoenix.
Okay.
So we
Okay,
still
okay.
we still got training at evening time. You know, the second year he played Pepsi, he was still training at Phoenix at the evening time. And
Wow.
most of that
So much
time,
training back to back? You
yeah,
don't think
man.
that it.
All
Okay,
at night
okay.
time too, man. Him have to do hills at night time too. You know,
Nice. Lovely.
run up the
Lovely.
hill, me and him, and people, Iactine can tell you himself, we did Queen Hill like a joke thing. Them time Iactine had the big belly in front time, I wanted to lose it. It was him and Wisper train.
Okay, so after that now, Mr. Butler, and you, the mother, starting to eye up things because obviously, when you broke the record and he did well from Harborview, you clearly start seeing that, this maybe you started off never really believed the Harborview situation, but you start looking at it and said, no man, this guy, it looks like he has something special about him, and
I thought it.
we are going to move something.
I saw that he was special when he was 8 years old. The same kind
From
of
8 years old.
the
No, but
same.
when I said special, I never meant it that way. I meant like his progression or fast
Oh,
his progression going.
he's
Because remember,
growing.
you said it, you pretty much never believe it when he went to Harborview. Like you're saying, what's going on here?
Yes,
Because for
exactly.
your age,
Yes, that's true. So in progression start take a height to know that him have a high trajectory to the football world, and he went to Cayman Classic and that tournament.
Cayman Classic.
Yeah.
Cayman Classic. So the Cayman Classic was run by who? That was a program led from Craig Butler.
Yeah, man, that is the first set of games that he played for Phoenix. Actually, it was actually a
Cayman Classic
in Cayman.
Yes. And what year was that? Is it still in 2018? Or the next year, 2019?
It couldn't be 2019, man.
It has to be in 2018.
All right. This is that same year. It was actually 2017 he played the tournament.
2017 he played the tournament. 2017 Cayman Classic. So
right.
when
he won the MVP, they did the introduction of Wisper. They gave him the tryout. He scored 6 goals on the tryout at Arnett Garden that day. There. He came back to me. He had a box of boots, a box of turf, jersey, and everything, and said, "Daddy, they want me to stay at Phoenix. I don't want to go back to Harborview."
Okay, so at that point he knew that he didn't want to go back to Harborview after the Classic, basically. Right. Okay, nice.
No, that's before the Classic.
That's before the Classic when he scored at Arnett the 6 goals.
Right, and then what drive me to make Wisper stay at Phoenix? I want to make this loud and clear for everybody for know this. At that time, the trainer of Wisper was one of my favorite ballers, one of Jamaica idol, and I even look up to him today, was Walter Boyd, and he said, "This kid left foot remind me of my one." He said, "Take care of him." And
the Pearl?
Was his first coach at Phoenix at the time.
Oh, wow.
So that influenced me to make him go because he was getting training from a great Walter Boyd.
Okay, all right. So people, you hear that? So one of the first coaches at Phoenix for Wisper was Walter Boyd. So now you understand where he got that left foot shot from. All right. Wow.
I really was motivated by that, because I didn't know, of Craig Butler or nothing. But my real instinct that made me make up my mind to, I have to ask him because it's him going to play. But what made me make up my mind is when I saw Walter Boyd, the one that I may go train him, make him come to Phoenix, and I said yes.
Nice. All right. So we are up to 2018. We needed to close off 2018. So did he had any other thing aside from just 2018 finalize with schooling and then do the extra training at the night for Phoenix? And then you would move into 2019? You're still here, bossy?
Yeah, man, I'm still here, man.
Okay.
So after the Classic, he scored 2 goals against Harborview. I think Phoenix won one of the games, and he came back. And when he came back, they say that they're gonna go on a tour again. This would be the summer of 2019.
Summer of 2019. So we skipped past finished up the 2018 to the 2019. So the summer of 2019, we are on our next trip now. A next trip, right?
And that's where we went to Belgium for the first time. In going to Belgium, I mean, now I know what level Whispers, and I start doing research. And in start doing research, I always see this man beside of me, recorded him son, but I didn't know who he was. His name is Mr. Burkett, and I
Ooh,
went and I looked for him, and I found out that his son had the most views as a young player in Dujuan age group, which had a lot of skill sets, and how he developed him and how he's recording him. And Mr. Burkett posts that as the Jamaican Neymar, and that's one of the highest views as a player in a Jamaica. Then I look, that was in Jamaica region. Then I look in the world region, and I saw Javi Simmons as being one of thought is of one of the next best thing in the world. And I saw that
yes.
his father was
Which
doing.
is actually one of the best things in the world now.
Yeah,
But let we not go there as yet. Let we
yeah.
take our time. Yes.
So um, when I found Javi Simmons, I was like, wow, this is how it's done. So I mean, I always have the latest phone to make sure I have the cleanest videos and the best videos of this kid, because he said make sure you capture every moment, and that never left me. And I said he's not gonna go to Belgium unless I go in, Mr. Butler. And he said, what? You can't come, no parents allowed and all that. And I said, no man, he's not gonna go. And you see, on this journey, I mean, I want to make sure I know if what measurement this kid at an international level, and this is an opportunity. Yeah, we will send you videos. I said, I know you will do that. You know, I trust you enough so that you can do that. But take me on this journey. That's all I beg for you. You have to do. You don't have to do nothing else. You don't have
Facilitate
to.
anything.
No.
So so that's 2019. So because remember I'm listening to figure things out. So people would want to know. So those trips from the parents, how the financial goes, because I've heard that they facilitate everything, or
Right.
it's you paid money out of your pocket or something. Can you enlighten us on that?
Yes. In some cases, the kids them that can least afford it, I must admit, Mr. Butler will pay for them. I met them, but he always asks. Even sometimes people take out loans to make sure that they child get a chance. But you get some sponsorship to go around and ask for sponsors from different companies. You know, I have to take this moment to big up Bearings and Seals. You know, downtown. Those are one of the persons who had given us a big token towards Wisper career going forward. I have to
Beards
big
and
up
seals.
Fenton Garage and Hollow Road. He also wrote a check to Phoenix towards Wisper development. And these are people who we just go to companies and we ask. Some say no, some say not at this time. But we are given sponsorship to go around and ask for funding.
Okay, so technically, Phoenix does get sponsors then, because if the kids them fears and development plans has to go around and get money to push pump back in, you do get it, but it's like the parents has to go around with that and try to get as much. But if and where it falls short, he would
They
put his
will
own
fix
money
it.
in it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no, we're getting it much more clearer. So all people getting those information, yes. So that is very good, because when I heard the part of he will be paying for everything, I was saying, damn, that
He
means
has
he
never
needs
paid
repair.
for everything for myself and Whisper. Only the resource of that trip that was done, and we were given tickets and everything. Everything else, I have to put up my money. My father has to, where I need a help, my father do it, and it was always it. I only did one trip where I didn't put up a dollar. Was the resource of that trip.
Okay, so well, that is groundbreaking, because all of that development money, when that shows that you guys are actually putting in your money. Wow. Well, I'm glad that people seen that. So, anyways, what took place on the 2019 Belgium trip? People, please just listen well. Don't don't form your opinion until you finish the show. You just listen well, because I think we're learning a lot of things. All right.
So
Yes. So
on
what
that,
took place in 2019 when you found Javi Simmons' style? Because you need to give Javi Simmons some royalty. And Wisper
yes,
need to give
yes,
him some royalty as well, because you guys stole Javi Simmons' style.
yes, the senior star, yes, yeah. But I had to know how to, because I want him to get there. I know that he has a chance, so I'm giving him the chance to get there. So when we went to Belgium, the game was the next day after, and we were there, and I had a one-on-one with him, and I said, "Yo, bro, you it's your time now. You have to show what you can do." And I keep on emphasizing to him at that point that your uncle is there. He's on the verge of making it to the NBA. You are gonna make it to become a professional football. This is this is something of your family legacy, of your bloodline, for your children to know that you're coming from a sporting family and you can make yourself proud.
So that's because me watching the interview from Wisper, and he said he does not have any sportsman in his family. Knowing you told me about the brother that plays in the NBA, and I
Yeah.
verified it that it's your brother. So that is opposite to what he's saying, or he wasn't aware of those persons.
Yeah, well, see, people want to have collective memory and
Okay.
decide when they want to remember certain things. So, maybe him don't know of that. I never remember that at the time. Because
Okay.
interviews
Okay.
on camera make some people act different. Now,
Okay.
in in the morning of doing that, get up, pray, and go out there, he was going to play against Genk. The last time Phoenix went to Genk, them get, I think, at 22-2 they got at the time. So, they
22.
22.
That's an hell of a beating.
Yeah. So they were so confident that, oh yeah man, Phoenix come. No, they come back for another set of beating. So they were confident. So it was me and Jamani Bellfather as two parents, male parents at the time, and Sean Layton father was there, and me and Mario was doing the rounds. And so we go upstairs and them say, yeah, yeah, where you from? And them say, we from Jamaica. And the man them say, so you're here, they don't talk standard English there. It comes with a little French accent. You know how it go if they're trying to start talk English in a Belgium. If you're closer to the France side, you're going to start talk with a little French accent. If you're closer to the other side, you know what I'm talking about. But for those who
Mhm.
understand. And he said, Craig Butler. And I said, yes, with a big smile on my face. And the man like say, yo, oh, him all demeanor change, cause him just give me hot chocolate, cause hot chocolate me like, And
Yes. Yes. Yes.
when
Yes.
we tell him say Craig Butler, and then me ask him for sugar at the same time. I'm gonna tell him say, yeah, Craig Butler. The man say, oh, see sugar, take it yourself. And I say, wow. Man, all demeanor change. But I don't take nothing from him. I say, yo, anyway, I don't know what them have. Game time now. The game start. Um, Wisper scored 3 goals in that
Mm-hmm.
game against Genk,
3 in the first game
and
against Genk.
he has he ended up assisting another goal. He scored 2 goals. We win 4-3. He scored 2 goals and assisting one. That's he didn't score. I
Mm-hmm.
think he scored 4 goals and assist one. And in when he did that, and I said, when I walk into the in a gang, and when I see Kevin De Bruyne couture on the wall while I walk, and I say, raw, all these people develop here, and this youth here, I do what I do to these next set of generation
Yes.
that's
Yes.
supposed
Yes.
to come
Yes.
fulfill. I said, this is different, man. This is a different level. Then we
Yeah.
went,
Yeah.
then we
Yeah,
went,
the
yeah,
location is a good location. Genk, Anderlecht, all of them are good locations. So it's a brilliant place to start. Motivating the kids and everything. So it sounds nice. So how he felt after that set a
You know,
game, the first
you know,
game.
high five. We said, yeah, good work, you. Big him up. Did what he had to do. He went out there and he did what he did. Leon came to the game. He felt great about it. Took pictures, and then
Oh,
he
so
had,
Leon came, but
yeah,
Leon was in Germany at the time,
Germany
or
at
he
that
was still
time.
in. Okay,
It's
so he
Germany
took
at
the
that time.
time out to come there as well, because you have
Correct.
to patch these things in, so people can see that Leon was still a mentor in his life as well.
Yes, he was there.
That's
So
good. That's nice from Leon.
when don't get me wrong, Leon is a good guy now. I mean, I don't have nothing bad at all to say about Leon Bailey. I have never have a bad moment or a bad conversation with that man up to today. You understand? I just stay in my lane and own my corner because that's who I am today. You
Yes, yes,
understand?
facts, facts.
So going
Yeah.
forward now, the next game was Gilzine, but Gilzine is an under 18 side. Remember, Wisper just he's 14 now and he's playing under
Fells in. Okay.
Bilzine, yeah,
Yes,
and
it's in Netherlands. In Netherlands, yes, yes, man. I know what you're talking. Yeah, it's
and
not. It don't pronounce the same, but I
yeah.
understand. Yes,
So
I'm just
when he
spelling.
went
Yeah.
there, it was an under 18 game. And in the under 18 game, I mean, this kid scores some controlling it on the right foot and kicking it with the left foot in the same instance goal, setting up players. He was just phenomenal in that game. And I was like, whoa, under 18, and look at this 14-year-old Jamaican. At that point, I said, this
Okay.
this kid is different.
Okay. So it was against Kevin. You found out that he was truly like you saw him
Yeah, because
matriculate into something different.
he's on a different continent now, and for those who know, we look at Europe as the mecca of football. Any European country you play against and them thing there and do well, you are doing well because it's Europe that Jamaica will come from. We're not. There's not. I I never know no other baller than Ricardo Gardner that even go through that levels of professionalism. Um, Leon Bailey do it as well, but I wasn't on that
Mm-hmm.
journey with him. But to see the youth and make him steps and make him strides, that Belgium trip, he, a lot of things happened where I know that he was different, and he's a different breed because we went to Belgium, we went to France, and we got beaten 6-3, and he had to play left back in that under 19 game. Two man get a red card, and there was
Mm-hmm.
this one player that was dominating from Morocco. Because Morocco and them have a distinguished
Yes. The
number.
technical
Right.
side. Yes, yes.
He was he was dominant. And when two players get a red card, Wisper had to play left back. And when Wisper put a stop on the most dominant player on the team at that age, I was like, what am I doing? I shut him down. The team got 6-2, But my interest was what Wisper was doing. So I saw him playing left back and shutting down a dominant player what destroyed the whole of Phoenix team.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, yo, Jano. And that was in France. And I was like, Jano. That
That was
you
in France now. That was in
Yeah,
France now?
that was in
Okay.
France. You understand? So all of that happened then the last on that same trip, the last day we went to Brian Leverkusen. That time Leon is at Brian Leverkusen and we were playing the Brian Leverkusen under 14 team.
14, okay.
You're right. And what Wisper did to them in a 15 minutes, I heard whoever on the side say whatever they say in German, and then the calls became against Phoenix. I must admit, they were doing well. Whisper was, dominating. They couldn't stop him, and then every call, it becomes a touch foul or whatever, and they lost that game 4-2. But he scored 2 goals. I
Okay.
said, "This is
Nice.
Bayer
So
Leverkusen. How can a kid do this well for these youth that been developing from 0 or age 9 coming up, and him compete with them. Liquor Jamaica. And then,
So Richie, you said that's 2019, and that's on the trip of 2019. Remember,
yeah,
you said you guys had to get sponsors to facilitate yourself there.
yes,
So no, it's not his breakout time as yet. He's not the main headline as yet.
no,
He's a gem. So
yeah.
in
At that
2019,
time,
nobody believes in
that
him as yet to push
no,
him
at that
that extra
time,
level.
it wasn't all about Wisper for Phoenix. It was like other players. You have the Gang of Five, and
Okay,
they
thank
only
you very much.
they only pass the ball to themselves. And what was the difference with Whisper with that team, with the Gang of Five only passing the ball to themselves? When that ball break loose and he gets it, he's gonna score. His scoring ratio just keep on going higher than theirs. If each time if he shoot 10 shot, 9 he's gonna score. They can always pass it among themselves. Cause me tell them say, don't worry about that. But daddy them not give me the ball, and them say, don't worry no ball. The ball I got come find you. The ball, and somehow me call it the Messi syndrome. I don't know when him drop, and him could have dropped in front of 4 people. Him always come out with the ball, just like Messi. So I say, yo, you have the Messi syndrome. The ball I got break to you at any given time. And you see that one opportunity where you get youth, take it. And him take it and him always score. So him is a born fighter. He's a youth where always can know for find it.
No, because so people listening, so we wanted to make sure people know that 2019, and we're closing off on this trip of 2019. He was not the main person, so the sponsoring was not there as yet, Richie. And also on top of the Phoenix production, they had to go out and get the sponsor. So we wanted to make sure we clear that up so people can know how the funding went. All right, so that was the last trip at Bayern Leverkusen. Yeah.
Right, that the last trip on that
So
Belgium
you came back to
Jamaica.
Jamaica after that?
Yeah, man. We came back to
Okay.
Jamaica and go back to training, things like that. Which year was Corona?
That 2019, I think that's the year when Corona came in, right? 29. Someone, is it 2019 Corona came in? 2019? Yes, man, I think it's 2019 Corona
2020,
started.
man.
The end of 2019 Corona came in. I don't know when it hit Jamaica, but I think it's the end of 2019. Yes,
All right.
because I think I should have gone to Africa at the time. So it's either 2019 or 2020, but it can't be 2018. It has to be 2019. November
November
2019. Thank you very
2019.
much.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. When I should have gone to Africa. Yes,
Right.
agreed.
So basically, he started to do. At this point, I was given a job by Phoenix Academy to be a housemaster, where I look after the boys that we're not supposed to travel back and forth because of Corona. So I was there with them. I train them in the morning. We get up 5 o'clock every day, run a particular set of mileage, come back, they get feed. It is all of that was sponsored by Mr. Butler, and we were there training day in, day
No,
out.
but Richie, hold on, Richie. So you after that trip now, the player played so well. So the interest changed, the attitude towards the player changed. Like because we want to know when he becomes like the main target. Because remember, we saw in the future people start saying that Wisper is the main target now. So we wanted to know when he became the main person.
Um,
Oh yeah, continue. It was playing up a little bit. Go ahead, continue.
okay. So in that Corona time when we were doing that excess amount of training and everything there, he started growing and him started developing and forming into his own body. And when him started forming his own body, I realized that he was competing with the top brass of the academy at that time. And even at that time, they knew that they were in trouble because he's getting up in body with them. So him can shoulder them
All right, look at Richie went to people. We have 200 here. Please do hit the like button. Get us to 200, 300 if you can.
move
Richie, internet when people calls him, it chips out
fast.
and then it has to come again. Determine massive respect for the super chat. All right. Yes. So give it Richie a little time. It will come back in because I wanted to make sure we get where he started to work for Phoenix and when it becomes keen on Wisper, because obviously 2019 he was not the prize person as yet.
No,
Yes.
no.
No, you chipped out Richie for a while, so we just
Right,
want to bring you back into when they said you went to work for Phoenix. So as you come back on the trip, you start working for Phoenix.
right. Because I
Right,
mean,
2019.
yeah, the work was entail of making sure these boys go to bed at 9 o'clock at the right
Yeah, Richie chips out again. It chips out again. I don't know. It was going so good, so I don't know why it chips out.
it's just a phone call them, man. So
Okay.
um
You're
that
talking about when you get the job and what you're doing with the guys, them. So that's the point we reach.
how what my job entails.
Yes, 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 yes.
With the
All
boss
right.
to
So,
make sure that they.
yeah,
So I
yeah, I
literally
don't
live
know.
with these boys. You're hearing me? I
Okay,
can
so
hear you now.
okay, so you went in, you cover up what the job entails because you chipped out, and now you pretty much live with them because you're the one pretty much working with them. Then pretty much.
Right. And then something happening, somebody died in Corona, and we had a rule on campus that anybody who leave mustn't come back. And I had a death in the family, and them time the Corona did. If you sneeze, nobody never want to come here. And people were shunning my kids and them thing there because it was somebody who died for them, and they were feeling ashamed of themselves, like the scornfulness of how people and the trauma that people look at Corona at that time. And I decided that, you know what, me I got to them, and I said that, and then he tried to use that to say that I break the curfew, and it is, they want to make sure. I say, if you want me to do a test, we can do a test, but I had to make sure I'm gonna help my family, and
Okay, so you left and you left with Whisper them as well because
yes,
you said they, so it's more than one person of your family inside the academy at
yes,
that time in
yes,
2019.
yeah, man.
Okay, but you feel to divulge that part of the
Yeah,
conversation,
man. Two boys was there at the time, man. My younger son as well.
Yes,
So
okay, okay. So
that's what
when they left with you for the funeral and stuff. That's what you're saying.
they left with me. Yes, they left with me. They came with me,
And when
and
they should come back, the treatment was not the best, as in he's trying to make sure he takes his own protocol. Because you have to, I could look at that away too as well, because in 2019, the education around coronavirus was not so clear. So would you say he was just taking precaution? Or you think it was past that because you said it was not good, and even when you decide that you wanted to take a
no,
test.
no,
So
man, no, man. It's not really taking a test, man, because you can't be. You have to be open to certain things. Remember, you're coming to training every day. Some certain boys didn't live on the camp. We don't know what them go home go do. You understand?
oh, okay,
But
okay.
but you're going to stipulate that who stays here stays here. It's a form of lights out when I say lights out, eat when I say eat, and to make sure that we are there and it's under that portfolio. And it wasn't just me. If you said that, bro, because even Mr. Butler, he goes home every day and come there.
Okay. So you thought it was unfair the way they approached things, and that was included Whisper in 2019.
Right.
Okay, so clearly, no, even after the first set of performances and everything, it could be deemed that Mr. Butler is a strict man that stayed to him rules and everything. But Richie said what he analyzed, other persons doing opposites, so it could mean that he's
It's
sticking
a
to the
it,
rule
it's
unless
it's a
it's
fast it's a form of classism. Depending on who you are, you get allowed to do. And if they
okay, okay.
think that you're a lesser class, you don't get that privilege.
Okay, so you start felt some type of classism at that
Yeah.
point. So that was the
At
end of
that time.
2019, or we're closing off 2019, all right?
Yeah, this is 2019, like within the in the same Christmas period, and I think
Okay,
England was one of the first places to open up and them thing there. So when we started that, the world so open up, but we just have to keep training. We have to keep pushing. We're going because the world so open up back. But only the best shall go first, and then
okay.
uh,
Um, what you meant by only the best shall go first, and are we in 2020 now? Because remember, we're counting down the time to a year,
December
You
20 is
understand me?
May. We will be like in January or February of 2020 at this time.
Oh, it's January or February of 2020. No, all
Mm.
right. So we are closing on the year, people. Please just listen the conversation and just please click the like button. We have 208 people here. If you share the video, more people will be here. We could have 300, 400 people here. So we can dispel all of these things very fast because we don't want Richie to be all over the place, have to be defending himself. So once he gives this, don't think he's going to want to talk about it anymore. So yeah, share it to a friend so we can just avoid this and no more unnecessary conversation. Yeah, Richie, go ahead, big boss.
Yeah. So basically, what happened at that time, only the best shall go first. I think at that time, two boys would have said that they soon turn 18, 19 respectively. And he
Mm-hmm.
always said by 18, 19, you should be shipping out from day one. But there was also, after Walter Boyd leave, Wisper end up in the hands of a good technical skill trainer, which is Roland Plaisy, Shoeshine. And Shoeshine teach him a lot of skill set and them skill set there at the pace that he's doing and all that. That's all Roland Plaisy. So I was good with it, knowing that Roland Plaisy is, looking up to him and like that. But what I remember
Oh,
about Roland Plaisy,
Richie, hold on, because they're saying they maybe got the time frame wrong because they said about April, COVID hit around April 2020. So, but Richie never said he left as yet to England. I think he said they started to process the way to England at that point because remember he wants to get into how he reached in England. So he's just
no,
telling you what. Yeah, you go ahead, Richie, to explain
him not reach.
and then give yeah,
All
because I
right,
think
so
they are mixing it up, but I'm hearing what you're saying, because you never said they went to England as yet.
no, no. So, at that time, the best shall go. And then a Crystal Palace opportunity came out, and the persons who were picked to go to Crystal Palace would that be the preference of the club. Do you understand?
Yes,
So
for the
Whisper
Crystal
wasn't
Palace.
picking that, so they went and they came back. It was a good trip, and then there was the next planning of the another English trip with all of the boys them going now.
And when was that now? That was what, in the middle of the end of the 2020 or something like that?
That would have been at the summertime, man. Maybe the summer
Oh,
of 20.
summer 2020, summer
Yeah,
2020.
that would
So
have been at the
anything
summer.
from, yeah, okay. Summer 2020.
No, 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 no. That would have been summer 2021, to tell you the truth.
2021. Okay, summer 2021. All right.
Yeah,
All
man, a
right.
summer 2021, man. You know
Wow.
why I remember? I have a letter from Man City when it's dated summer 2021, and that
Let
letter
me
was
check to
because
make sure.
he did well in England.
Okay, summer 2021. All right. Yes. I do see it, yeah. So
Okay then.
you're on point. You're on point, bossy.
So when he went to England on that first trip, them time the corona, you have to default. You wasn't even supposed to be playing. We wasn't supposed to having certain matches and them thing there. He scored a goal from half line. The first goal I saw him score when a keeper was off him line. He was in a green jersey. I sent you that video, and he scored 4 goals against Aston Villa. Um, Aston Villa, that one
Yeah,
on the
let me make sure that, yes, people, it was August the 29th, 2021. So Jay Shy, it's not wrong. That is in the discard. That letter is in the discard. So you're accurate. Continue, Richie. So I'm not asking Jay Shy if you're not accurate. I'm telling him you're accurate. So go ahead, Bossy.
Yeah, man. So he scored 4 goals. Port Vale. It wasn't a lot of teams that he did score on that England trip. I didn't go. I got the videos. And it was good to know that he was doing well. But when he came back, he came back and that's when he become the main man now. That England trip when he scored against Aston Villa and all of them. That's when everything pointed in the direction, of Wisper being who they say he wants him to be.
So
Not
so that's like the end of September or stuff. Then he starts see those things because it's the 29th of August that time, 2021. So you're going into September now.
right.
All right,
September.
2021.
So school's supposed to start back, and the man say, "Yo, don't send him back at school. Make we train him, and don't make we do everything on our platform on his behalf." I said, "No, I can't do it. I have to send him back at school." So I sent him back.
Okay.
Yeah. So I sent him back to Kingston College, where he played
And
cool.
that's when he play Colts because that is 2021, almost 2022 now. So that makes perfect sense. So, but all we don't hear about when he went to the college
No, that
and
is
how
what
long
I'm
he went
saying.
to the college.
No, that is what. This is where it's at now. In a Corona and them thing there. The trip that he did, he got an invite to go to Brookhouse College.
So he never actually go. Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes,
He
yes.
started KC, but there was Brookhouse College and St. George's College, which he did 2 exams for that he passed, and they wanted him to go to St. George's College is in Germany. 2 other boys from Phoenix was there at the time. They were trying to get him in at the same time, and we chose Brookhouse because Brookhouse gave us 100% scholarship, and 2 other boys got like
Okay.
40% scholarship to go there.
Okay, so the payment for that now, how we structure the payment for that now? When he was going to leave the Brookhouse, you were the ones and your family fund that thing as well too?
No, it was, as I said to you, 100% was done through Brookhouse. They gave him a full
Okay, so
scholarship.
everything, so Phoenix never covered that either as well because we want to remember we have to make sure we calculate it because
Phoenix
yeah.
right, Phoenix, because there were other boys. Even though that there are 2 boys that they're there now, that they were at Phoenix at the time, but they were trying to say that they have to pay their tuition because Wisper was the only one that got 100% tuition. The rest of them had to
Okay.
pay. And Mr. Butler paid for them. The Jade Clark and the other boys that was there. So that was it. So the payment that he's paying was for those other boys. Wisper
Okay.
was for what
Oh,
got 100%. So
okay, because
all I did,
wow.
me and the mother, was sign a consent letter. You have the email right, just and everything, man.
No, I have them, but I have them, but I
Yeah.
still have to make the fans because remember, people come to listen to track how things go. Because remember, when we are hearing this, how much is spent on him and stuff, and to this point, The only thing you can say that you can definitively state, which we don't talk about, is how the housing and those things go. If you pay money for those things, because the only thing I will say is maybe the infrastructure you would have paid for so far, because everything that you're saying is paid by you, your side, or get the money to by charity and stuff, you know. So yeah. That's what I'm checking. I'm just checking to make sure I'm up to par and the fans are up to par as well. So after this, we don't want to hear that people spend how much money on the kids them and stuff. We want to just know exactly how Richie saw it then, because maybe it's completely different as to how Richie said it, you know. But we have to take Richie's word because he's publicly saying it. Yes, he's publicly saying it, so take it as how it is, and you figure it out if you want to figure it out, people. All right, 240 people in the house now. Smash the like button, guys. Take your time, subscribe to the channel, share the video around, and let me get as much people here so we can chop it up the right way. So, you're Richie. Brookhouse. So, Brookhouse now. So, when you went to Brookhouse now for that time, because it looks like it's a limited period of time because we're already in 2021, right? So,
Brookhouse was almost 2.5 semesters, and at that time he was dealing with somebody who Mr. Butler have contact with Mr. Giles, and Giles was the one that he gave me. He will give you a scouting report to show you why isn't your son not starting. He will show you this is what I know technology and everything in football is at a different level now. Because a parent can say, how come this new Jamaican kid is starting over my son and my son not playing anymore?
And you have, you have the statistical chart to show you.
Statistics to show that Wisper is running 70 miles per hour. Your son is winning 2 doors while Wisper is winning 8. So it shows you that, and at that point, I see that, this is where you want to be, because these were A licensed coach and pro licensed coach.
Okay.
So he started doing different sides of training, and that's when he becomes the player who he is today. When the pro licensed coach got a hold of him at Brookhouse College, came back to Jamaica. The reason why
no, Richie. So the length, we want to know the length, because the time is trucking up now. Time is trucking up, Richie. So how long you said he spent in England? 1.5 years or 2.5 semesters?
2.5 semesters.
So if he left 2021, all right. I will calculate it up along, because the 2.5 semesters seems a bit close to 2023,
2.5, about 3 months, 8 semester, 12 months, 3 months.
So 2.5, 6 months. 6 months, then 2.5, 7.5 months. So I'm trying to jump back everything, because remember I came back and played Manning Cup, so I'm trying to jump back everything.
Remember I came back and played Colts. Then we win.
Yes. Yeah, Richie. It's playing up. The sound in the background.
Hold on 1 second.
All right, yeah, sort it out and then return back. Guys, we're just trying to make sure we get these things correct, So 2.5 semesters between 2021, and we have the end of September 2021. You understand me? So I'm trying to add the next year on it, and then he has to do so much in Jamaica, so to fit in the timeline, All right, so Richie is off for now. So please, guys, let me know. Send your comments them in the super chat, like the questions that you want to ask Richie, because you're coming down to the end of the timeline, All right, so you send it in a super chat. We will answer it right there. We'll still take out a few normal questions just the same. All right, yes. So, but who does not hit the super chat, please do hit the like button, share, and subscribe. All right, yes. Fix it now, Father boy, you couldn't wait till the boy reached 30 years old before you say nothing. Fix it now, no. I think your word said fix it now. So he's trying to fix something that was said about him. So he's trying to clear himself. It makes perfect sense. That's why I made sure to guide him to the right path. All right. Yes, to make sure it's okay. Blair Video said 67 months. Okay, no problem. But remember, we are in 2021 September. All right. 2021 September. We just want to match it up and make sure it's all right there. So Richie will come back in soon. Determine, massive respect for the super chat. Massive respect for that one. Yes, hit the like button as soon as you come in. Let me see. Tiki says, hope Wisper lose the contract and become a Croft. You all see him as I don't think anyone saw him as that. So where do you get these belief from? What in this conversation you ever heard persons spoke on this person and talk like that? So come on, man, be a little bit more intelligent, because no one have said the kid a Croft or anything. We are trying to find out how he broke out. We are trying to fix as much things as possible. I know Richie personally, but I'm not dealing with him as if I know him. I have to ask the questions and match the timelines and everything to see what's going on. And yeah, so Tiki, Steen, I don't think, if you listen to Richie, remember, I know Richie personally, you know. Let me explain something, because I said this in the Discord early on. Early on in the Discord. So let me explain this. The reason why I have said I don't think Richie did anything for money. Listen to me good. I am in Belgium. I work between Belgium and Netherlands. I am outside my normal work. I am a football analyst and also a studying footballing coach. Right. But for me, being that I am a popular person, I do have personals that are ex-footballer, big super footballers, and we are friends because we talk football and stuff. So I went and before this is, I think this is in 2020, this is the same time, 2021 or something like that, 2021 or end of 2021, 2022, when Wisper was coming to his popularity, which was started by me and his father, pretty much. You know, it run through that same time, because I had my platform. I had the biggest Reggae Boyz platform at the time. And I heard about him, did my investigation on him, and I said, I think this kid is going to dominate the Manning Cup, because it's a mixture between talent in Jamaica and also overseas education. So the reason why I thought that Richie never did this for money, let me explain to you why. I had some friends in Netherlands. I went there. I saw a legendary footballer, and at the same time, I had I'm not going to tell you the footballer's name, yes, but it's a legendary footballer. If you saw those guys, you drop down. All right, one of the greatest player in Netherlands. All right, yes, and I had the thing. The video and stuff, because I was doing some research, and I brought my computer with me and everything. Then I showed the guy and I said, give me some tips, because you're a predominant left-footed player. So how would you how would you assess this player? And he was the first one told me that he would be a right wing forward. And up to this day, when I met Mr. Butler in person, I said, right wing forward, because he does this and that and this and that. It was from the legendary player I got it from. But let me stop right there. Because I have those personnels, at that time when he was breaking out, remember, I don't know nothing about the kid, just heard from the legendary player that he's a true talent, you know, true talent. And if he's nurtured well, he could break out. So anyways, I was there sorting out some things, and I was talking to a guy, and the Maggie conversation coming up, and I said, oh yeah, the guy is struggling in Belgium, so if we can get a connection to get him somewhere, and obviously I know that you guys are players that know people, you could help him out, because he's a Jamaican brother. I will try and get to his agents to see if I could get him in Netherlands or something, you know. Yes. And then I was having a conversation with a guy, and he said that little kid is very good, you know, man. I don't know if you would want him to come, because I was talking about Maggie and to get in touch with Maggie's agents to see if we could have done something for him. Yes. And then he was talking about Wisper at the time. Yes, and I contacted Richie and said to Richie, Richie, I don't know what's going on, but I am talking to such and such man. Richie can confirm that this is true. And Richie nearly fainted, like, what? And I said, yeah. And he's saying, your son is really good, man, but he needs the proper nurturing and stuff. But I was here with an agent as well. And they are saying that, damn, this kid could go places, And then I called Richie and said, this man would be willing to get in touch with Mr. Butler or anybody. He would be willing to come and take this kid off you and spend whatever money to get him. And I brought that to Richie, and Richie obviously related to his lady, which I know about that. So they know about it as well. And Richie said to me personally that Mr. Butler told him a plan, and he doesn't want to fast track him that much as well. So he's going to work with Richie's. He's going to work with what Mr. Butler says. So Richie turned down money that could have changed everything, maybe similar money to what happened here, if not more. So and to stay with Mr. Butler, because he said they talked to him to make that connection. So that's the reason why I stood out and said to people that I knew that Richie was not doing this for money, because me personally, with some of the biggest deals in the world, came to Richie with a plan. And Richie said he's stuck in with Mr. Butler. So listen to that part clearly. Clip it as well, because that can be proven. Richie is here. So that is what I've used to make sure this story of Richie wanting money is not true. You understand me? Because the man turned down money to stay with Mr. Butler. So why would he want money now, which is not even more money than what was actually offered at first? You understand me? So I just wanted to clear that part, because I'm the interviewee and I have to grill Mr. Richie to get the timeline. All right. So I just wanted to make sure you know that, and Richie can attest to that. So that is where I'm coming from. Yes, all of your questions will be answered. I just want to finish the timeline so at least people don't get it misconstrued, and then we go through it. So Richie, sorry about that. Everything all right now? We're not here. We're not hearing Richie. Unmute your mic.
Okay, hold on.
Yes, we're back now. No, I was giving him the story, Richie, when I told you, look at him clip, and he nearly dropped down.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, man.
Yeah, because I'm trying to explain to the people and that when it comes on to why I knew that you never wanted any money. You get me? I at least that is my story. So that's why I came to that conclusion, to know that I think you're a good person, and you're stuck by the statement that you had with Mr. Butler from before. You understand me? So
JD, I'm not even upset with people who is not in the situation and just talking on what they believe and what they think. It's just their thoughts that, but you have to understand, there are levels of me going through things step by step, and I have to fine comb it and have to dot I and cross T to even wonder, why you're saying this, why I have to be running down money at this point. I didn't grow Wisper to get nothing in return. I don't want nothing in return. I don't want nothing to be fixed. To tell you the truth, I want people to stop calling my name, try to define my character. Why you keep on trying to say everything that bad is his own father and all those things? Everything. For months I have not done nothing or comment in the show just because I want to avoid the situation. I wanted to say something on a program the other day, and then this Qatar thing came up. I have to wait until it came off, or they stopped talking about the topic for me to enter, because I just didn't want to deal with it.
All right, so people, we're just gonna get straight into because maybe Rich is going to be busy, so Richie already going into that. So Richie, people, yes, the Qatar thing. So people, put the thing in the super chat. All right, Kush, thanks for the super chat. Then Jay Shai said, "What is Richie trying to fix?" That was said. No, Richie's trying to clear the air. All right. Yes. So Richie, we just go through Grimy and then we start with the Qatar and then move on, because I think some of the Qatar statements I would love for you to clarify. So Grimy said the question I want to ask is, can Wisper get in trouble if Craig sign on Richie's behalf? So based on you consulting a lawyer, what have you?
Can't talk that on public.
Okay. All right. So Grimy, he said he cannot answer that, but I think if someone signed on your behalf, that would have classed as forgery. So I think that should mean something wrong. But anyways, Grimy, we're gonna get straight into the Qatar. What you want to say on the Qatar now? Explain to me now with the Qatar, how that came about.
So there was always club after he finished playing Manning Cup. You know Manning Cup run from September to the December period. So there was always up to, like, to be honest, like 19 clubs that was calling, up to 6, 7, 8 days calling, trying to. But then I got a call from a particular person one day, the former Kingston College head coach, Stampy, and say, a man want to talk to you. Him called me and asked me that he's going to do the developmental program of the Reggae boys, starting with the younger ones. You understand? And they saw Wisper as the flagship player that they would love to put on a platter to say, we're going to build a team around this player. And I said, who called you? And he said, I'm Mr. John Wall. And I said, yeah, man, you can call him. You can make him call me, man.
So there was a Qatar deal, Richie.
There was a Qatar tryouts for
tryouts.
Right, for a club. Opportunity.
For a club. And that was and it was John Wall.
It was John,
the assistant coach for the national team.
Yes, sir, who called me and told me that he's using Wisper as the developing team that he's going to go in going forward, because he was thinking about the 2026 World Cup and the 2030 World Cup, and Wisper was going to be one of those players that is going to be in the developmental squad going forward, and they would like for him to play regular football. So basically they want him to go on a tryouts at Qatar at this particular team.
Okay, wow. So what happened then? Because obviously you sent me that paper, so I can confirm that it's true. So when the time came for him to go to Qatar, what took place? Like, what took place now? Because obviously you have to make a decision on it.
Well, first of all, when the Qatar deal came up, I told Wisper about it. I told Mr. Butler about it before I told Wisper. So I said, Wisper, at this time, but tell him don't go and party and him start behave out of sort of thing. So I was basically texting him and I said to him, opportunity come up, do you want to go to Qatar? The man say, yeah, man. The man say, yo, because you know, some money comes soon, and I don't want you playing at JPL, I want you play active football. I say, you have to have discipline when you go to Qatar, because one of them countries they were strict. You can't too loose ball out, you think. The man say, yeah, man, I can't manage it, man. This is me and him talking in text. And him say, yeah, he will do it. So, all of a sudden...
So Wisper agreed to it. Wisper agreed to it.
He did agree to it. He did agree to play active.
And so what Mr. Butler says now, because you have to bring Mr. Butler in it as well, because if he agreed, what Mr. Butler had to say?
No, at this time, Fitzroy Simpson came in and that, he told me that he have a plan for Wisper to come to Newcastle. But this plan was November. And I don't see no application is making or no paperwork coming forward to say, boy, Wisper is going to go on a trial in Newcastle. I said, where's the paperwork? What do you think them there? for the man, so it didn't come up. They didn't start applying for his visa to go to England until after the Qatar thing got approved for us to go on the trial there. And he'd say, yo, no. At the point when we first started talking about Qatar, I told him that, listen to me now. It's about like investing money, by we using the facility. We kick him ball them, this Wisper kick him ball them and bust them and them down and somebody and we not get him. But he has to get back him money for when he spend on them things. And them said no problem with that.
Yes.
We deal with Mr. Butler and them things. They weren't adamant of, cutting out nobody or what some people's trying to say of people want to go that way there and then don't give him none of it. It's nothing like that. So his son start to get involved now. That's when Kai come back around because Wisper look like him a boss now. Cause Kai wasn't all around all these years, you notice now. Kai wasn't around at all these years. So Kyle come around now because Kyle always is a man where always try to see where him can do what him can do and then him ship out again and start do what him do. But that's it beyond my point. That are their problems, It's not for me to get into that. So he started coming around now and said, boy, Qatar, yeah man, we're ready. No man, wow man, yo, we're gonna lift up man, we're ready. Yeah, that.
So him understood at that time that it was not anything to hinder what he had planned for the Newcastle trials.
Mm-hmm.
So he's willing to hear what's going on now and go there to see what's going on. Okay. We just want to make sure people keeping up.
But the Qataris didn't waste no time. They went to the head of federation of the biggest federation or the richest federation and got us ticket in no time. But to bring other people like Kai Bucker and his father, they would have to do more paperwork. So they said, listen,
okay,
because he can't travel by himself, him underage, we get this done for he and him to come. Because we're having a tournament at a particular date and everything there. So it was booked for us to go and everything. Then Mr. Butler came in and said, boy, him nah go if him Craig Butler nah go. Him affinite, cause him a say, yo, them man they tricky. Them man they go cut me out and them thing there. Don't go over there to them, don't do me say Craig. I want a bit of time with my son because at this time him a rebel because I tell him don't go party. So I'm taking this Qatar time for me and him to spend time alone so we can reason because me and him alone. Craig said no trip now, make a film now go.
Okay, so so that's where it fell off and stuff because yeah. So Richie, that's where it fell off.
That's where it fell off. Where it fell off. And see Maria Bell.
So Richie, he was aware of the trip. He was aware of the trip first, and knew that it was a club and it was a trials. So where this him want to sell the kid to Qatar comes from?
I don't know. I think that the very first time when they called Colin Anderson and Trevante Stewart with Mr. Al Grimson at Sir Horace Borough Center, he was there, and I saw the man crying, swabbing real hard. But I didn't take nothing of it and everything there, and like, boy, I don't know what kind of news in me or whatever, but it don't look right. So, only to hear the man saying that a particular assistant coach, other than the man that called me John Wall, his second assistant, I tell him that me and Mr. Dennis, that man, is planning to sell Wisper so that Western Jamaica get a stadium worth $300 million US.
$300 million US for a stadium for Wisper?
Yep.
Wow.
I must say,
and someone believed that?
Well, that is what he said Mr. Chong is doing. That is why he said we tried to sell him to Qatar for 300 million for a stadium in Westmoreland. So, people in Westmoreland, him said that.
Okay. Because a lot of people was actually confused where that's coming from, but no, he explained it. So nothing like that. He was aware and he was on board at one point, and it was you decided to go with him, and he couldn't come because of the extra paperwork. Hence why he said no trip without him.
Right. So, anyway, him tell me that me and him argue. We decided so we're going to keep a meeting. We keep a meeting at a particular person's house and we start talking over. But at this point, I observe a virgin the day and the man I say, yo, him pinch me and tell me, say, yo, you know the man say him no want a meeting. Him doing no meeting with the man. Like another man pitney. And the observer man was saying that, brother, I plot against you, while me sit down here and I listen to them. The man pinched me and tell me, I say, wow, look at that, eh? But anyway, when he did that, I realized then that he didn't want to go to Qatar because Mr. Butler said, oh, you first switch up on the richest owners in the history of football. Newcastle owners are the richest. You can't lose from that. You have to send him go Newcastle. So I say, a Newcastle, him want to go? No problem. So I have a document where I signed for Wisper to go to Newcastle on the trial. Me and his mother's name is on it. I signed my part and I got to hand the mother the document. She said to me at that point, where's the rest of the document? I'm going to say, come to think of it. You know, so she right. Where the rest of the documents if it's true? So I start pressure Craig Butler for the rest of the Newcastle documents. Oh, I didn't send it to you already. Oh, I need to send it to them. Oh, damn, man, Shelly never sent it to you. It's always an excuse when I want to see the documents. You understand?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that excuse becomes, enough. I'm going to say, yo, all right, Craig, no bother. Everything good. Leave it as it is. Everything good. Here is the passport. I gave him the youth passport and I signed for him to go. That's
So
it.
you gave him the youth passport without even getting the required documents. You just
Never
gave
get
it
no
up
documents at
and
all. I just
signed
gave
it.
and
So that
signed it
means
and
you
I
never had no problem to sign any paper. You are
no sir.
perfectly all right signing paper. All right. And we have the proof that you signed it because you sent it in to us. That is in the discard as well. So you signed that paper. All
Right,
right.
Craig.
So people, it's in the discard as well.
But
So that means you don't have to
before I
ask for it. It's there.
before I sign the paper, I circle a particular name on the document and say why is Kyle Butler going on? Because me know of him addiction and him woes and him thing. Me never want that run Whisper. That are the God of
Okay.
attitude. Me never want that
So,
run
so
because
you had a problem with someone who traveling with the kid, but you don't have a problem with you not going. You just
no, me
wanted a
not
specific, a different person from Kyle Butler going.
exactly because of his
Okay.
traits. You understand? So
Yes.
that go on and him go on the date where not what them say him was gonna go. Him actually go before. Me not hear from them since. So me I say, yo, you what go on? You not go put that thing there. How did it go? No answer. At this time him stop text me. Me I say, John was tired. What are you deal with? Him not answer none of my text. So I email um Newcastle and I asked him, oh best can I go forward to help this youth develop in the
Okay.
right way?
Okay. So Richie, so based off you not look like them take a Richie. All right. So based off, I wanted to get into that to say that based off him, Richie, you're still here?
Yeah, man, I'm here, man.
Okay, because it blacked out. So I'm saying based off you not hearing from your son at the time after the Newcastle trials, you reached out to Newcastle now to figure out what's going on because you don't hear anything, right?
Right. I got an email that I should talk to Dan Ashby. I think that's his name. That he's the head of recruits.
Dan Ashley, yes.
Yeah, he will reach out to me. And that same day when I get the email, Whisper, that's when Whisper respond to me in a very disrespectful way. Don't ask Newcastle nothing. in a manner of like said, don't ask, don't care. So all that come in. You understand?
Okay, so the Newcastle responded to you and also confirmed to them that are maybe him and tell him that his parents reached out to
Right.
to to them. Okay, okay, okay.
But at this point, I realized that um, his head is being filled up with different things. He was at the point where I tell him don't go to the party. For days he don't talk to me, he don't talk to his mother, he lives malice his mother, he don't talk to Craig Butler. I can remember when that Christmas they were giving out some pampers from the Leon Bailey Foundation, and Wisper wasn't there.
Yes, yes. That
He
million
wasn't there.
dollar thing. Yes, I
Right.
heard about. Yeah.
Whisper wasn't there. He wasn't taking no call from nobody. He just feel like, yo, me not to talk. He wasn't going on train in Phoenix or nothing. So me, I reach out to Craig and I tell Craig, say, yo, him nah, listen again, this a youth. Him don't take my text, him nah, take no call. Me, I reach out to him. So me have him as a virgin affair and say, yo, talk to this youth and say, all right, me I reach out to him, me I fix things. But the fix things that Craig fixed things was putting a wedge between me and the youth, which he already had planned. Because this is the prime
Okay, so that's
opportunity
where the
for him.
problem starts. Right.
Right. Because
Okay.
I said to him that, boy, this is what is happening, and I like how the youth behave. Him a brave out of salt. Just because I'm saying don't go and dance. You understand? At that time, other kids around him and try influencing and say, yo, man, yeah, man, we are going to party today. My man say, two sons me having, and two of them are going to dance now. And I said, don't go to dance. And his only one decided to them still want to go to the dance. And it was Wisper.
Okay, okay.
You
Okay,
understand?
okay. So after the Newcastle, because remember the Newcastle now it never
So
you got
Newcastle,
reports.
so
Yeah,
for
go
those,
go
for
ahead.
those who don't really know, Newcastle is really to get a valuation of what Whisper can do and what
So
Whisper is worth.
Newcastle was not for sale at no point. That was just to get evaluated because maybe we in Jamaica never had the resources to evaluate it that people would have believed. Right.
Right. So because they want to know what ceiling is Whisper at, they give him a trial. When you do our trials at any club, you get a valuation report. That valuation
Yes.
will tell
Okay.
you exactly what level and what is weakness, what is strong, and those stuff and all that. He got that, and then that will make him can put up whatever price he want to put up for the player.
Okay, 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 okay. So you still never heard anything after that then, because remember they said he moved up to the first team and trained with the first team and stuff. And after that finishes now and the big buzz in Jamaica now, you
Mhm.
never heard anything, just the same.
Never heard anything. I mean, I felt away. I've sleepless nights. That was once upon a time, and then thing. Till I just say, yo, let it go, and I let it go, and I stayed away from it. I see him, and I don't see him, and then thing. And I was at the Manning Cup opening and all that. And this man, come on the phone and say, yo, the man just lift on your name down there, so straight, you know? Him here
Okay,
coming up
okay.
with it. So him want to me for just go under a stone and just hide and everything. They constantly calling my name over and over. Even when I leave it alone. He's now at Chelsea. I said I'm glad. I hope everything is with him. All his names, all
No, but you can't go so fast because remember when the Chelsea go on, when the Chelsea go on, um, what took place there? Because now we're into the Chelsea to continue now. He needs a different signature, right? He doesn't need your signature for sign for Chelsea, no? So what happened there?
No, no, I didn't sign for him to go to Chelsea or nothing. All of that, I just saw it on the media. It was done by Craig Butler, where he wrote to Chelsea to tell them that the mother is the sole provider of this child and always been providing this child. And basically, how they put it in the contract, his father is not around.
Wow, wow, damn, wow, people, damn. So you being available and ready to sign because you signed before even having a problem. Without even getting the documentation for the first evaluation, he went ahead and still cut you out and say that you are not available.
Well, I mean, it's something that's been done on a pre-contract. You know, he have to do what he have to do. Him say him a secure him bag. Him a pay me the parent because him a do him work. Him not work for me basically, and him not work for the player. You know, in all of this, you know, when you look at it, him always act as if him a look out in the best interest of a player. Him not looking at the best interest of a player. Him a look out for the best interest of him family.
Okay. So him signing that now because obviously it's coming down to that now. So him signing that now, knowing with a pre-contract, he never played professional football in his life. So the requirements to go overseas, especially for England, is 10 million, above
A
10
work
million. But
permit.
because he doesn't have a club, that 10 million does not come in play. So it's a work permit you have to start work on now. And because he's a wonder kid, he requires a certain amount of game time in his national team because he never played
His national
professional
colors,
before.
right? So
So was that influential towards him getting called up? Or you know anything about that?
in my judgment, yes, I heard it's between the same second assistant and the first assistant that went to Mr. Agramson. I respect the head coach of Ireland, but you know, he likes the kid as well because the kid is a likable person. No care what you want, think or say. Enough people like him just for who he is, just being him being Wisper. You understand? So I think the first and second coach got into the head coach's ears and influenced him on making a decision, and the kid came up and did well. He didn't let down the coach at all.
Okay. So, as what we kind of speculate in our head, people that are much more acute to the footballing world, that we knew only we could have signed that contract was on the premise of finding a way out to get the additional time. So clearly, in the same time, when you talk to John Wall, and the whole of you guys clang up to go to the Qatar thing, he got contact with John Wall at that time then. So he could have
Right.
assured that he gets a call for the national team.
Well, I would have guessed so because it's not only one player he was looking at, but I'm talking about this particular player that he must have gotten in contact with him. Right.
Okay.
But since that gone, I haven't heard of none of these from none of these people, including John Wall.
Wow, damn. So people just switch for the product, not the persons who are controlling. Oh, about that, man.
Right.
All right. So that's good because I believe that he never let them down. But let me move on to the next stage now. So signed for Chelsea now. The coach came out and said he never knew about Wisper, but he got a load of people telling him to check out this kid. So he's gonna give him a proper analysis, and he trained with the local base squad at that time. And then now they went on to the Trinidad game now. So what happened? You just saw things like to know that he made the Trinidad team, the Trinidad game.
Yeah, these things just pop up. I just see it pop up just like strolling through the internet and them just pop up. I mean, I don't get no notification. Nobody tells me nothing. It just happens, and I just know like how the normal crowd know.
Okay. And after that now, because obviously the first one, he never looked well. Mr. Butler came on the TV and said the position that the coach puts him in, he was not really happy about that because he can't really naturally play that position. And at the same time, Mr. Butler said he could have played across the three. So we were surprised when he got
But even
called
if
back now for
but even if they can play across the three, you know, one would still be your strongest point. You know, the rest, the three of them though, not at the same level. So one would be
Mhm.
86%, one would be like 82, and another one would be 70. They are
Well,
not at
well,
the same.
he never talk like that. He talk like one at 85 and one at 90, and in the middle at 20. So he changed back his word to say that the striking role is not for him. So the coach put him in a position to set. It was tough for him to get on. So he moved back to the next day, the next game. He played two different positions. and he played a little bit better behind Trevante Stewart in the 4-2-3-1 system. So after that, now let me fast track it. So after that, now we are moving up to the Gold Cup time now, because remember it was those trials and then the real life come now. So the real life come now, the Gold Cup out that went now, because that is where the true problem starts, right? The Gold Cup, like the clashing between you guys and the internet. What
No,
really takes place, you know?
so basically, what happened is I get a call from a particular high-profile lawyer that said he wants to talk with me. I wasn't in Kingston at the time, and I said, "Don't talk to me, man. Talk to your father." And when my father called me back that same day, he said, "You have to come to Kingston now." And I said, "Why now?" The man said, "Just come now, man. It's important." I said, "I'm not depend where them depend." Them said, "Come." At that point, it was the second game for the Trinidad in playing in Kingston. I was told by this lawyer that it's supposed to be a mediation with myself, the mother, my father, and the child. They didn't turn up. They didn't show up.
And that was what for sign the paper, like for
That
sign the paper to go there.
that was just to get the thing on a level to make sure that
Oh,
everybody in the lawyer, first of all, let
okay.
me tell you
So
what the lawyer
mending
said.
things. That was like a mending thing situation. Like
Right.
you guys need to have understanding
All
for it
right.
to go
Him
through.
him and me share that same lawyer on different cases. So the lawyer know both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the lawyer said,
Mm-hmm.
"No man, I know that the man there and that man, the man said, all right, hear what I do. Make me be a mediator to it and just solve this down and get it quashed it down." Because what the lawyer said, what I am concerned about this is not you or him, it's the child. And I want the child to have a level head and a great career. So let's sort this out. And he didn't turn up.
So that is the beautiful part of the conversation, because remember, everything after this, means nothing much and could not be blamed on you, because if you turn up for that meeting, that means you're willing to get even if it don't mean much to you after you turn up
I didn't
to
want to go to
represent
the
to have
meeting,
a,
to tell you the honest
but
truth.
but
I
you
say
still
my
turn up.
father, yeah, my father called me and said, "Yo, just do it for me, man. Just come in." And I did it. Like people would have say, "Your ego." I'm going to go there, I'm going to sit down and wait. They
And he
didn't turn
never
up.
turned up.
No.
Okay. So what? So after that, now, they had to contact you now to the Gold Cup, being that he
No.
has to play for the Gold Cup, right?
What
Or other things went
what
on.
had happened? My father saw it as when I explained to my father, my father saw it as the highest level of disrespect, and he has never seen a person who's been so cold towards a family member because he wants preference, and he knows that people have done devious things for the love of that dollar sign. But him said, this man has to be teach a lesson. Don't mess with the Richards family. And that's when it reached into the level that it's at
Okay.
right now.
Okay. So before the meeting, that's where no after the meeting and he does not show up.
Yes,
That's when your father took it very disrespectful and said, "This is
yes,
where something has to a difference has to be made." Pretty
yes,
much then. Okay,
exactly.
okay. So no, I want people to know these things. So when he said that, no, what from there, all things was off the table then. So nobody couldn't come back to him and reason because
He
he
made
took it
himself
disrespectful.
available. Yes.
Okay, 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 okay. All right, all right. Wow, damn. So what was the approach after that? You guys just
I leave
decide
it
that you're
alone.
going to serve him something?
He said leave it alone, and then um, they gave a letter to give them a second chance to have a meeting with. At that point, the lawyer, the high-profile lawyer, sent a
Mm-hmm.
letter to say that I am not representing this person in this case.
because you know
Richie, you're going too fast. What you said, your father sent a letter to the represent to
the
Mr.
mother,
Butler them
the mother and Mr.
to
Butler.
the mother and Mr. Butler to have a meeting again, a secondary meeting.
Yes, and we can deal with it
And
calm
oh
and easy. Just make we have a meeting now and deal with it. Mr. Butler got the letter at he was renting a facility on Barbican Road, and he tore it up and said the kid already reached 18, he can sign him own documents, and you have that document, so it
yes.
showed the date when he did that.
Yes, I have that document, people. It's also in the discard. So why would he say he's 18 and he's nowhere near 18 at that
Well,
time?
because it's good to sell what he's selling, that he doesn't have to answer to me. You're already a big man, you can do what you want to do. So you can do it. And that 20 days after that, here comes JFF asking me to get a signature with a permission letter for him to go to Austria. 20 days after that. In that same text with JFF asking me for him to go to Austria,
Mm-hmm.
here comes Mr. Butler texting me, Richie, then delete it. I wrote back to him, how can I help you? I then wrote a letter to him, and then you know what that letter says, JD, that this is exciting time.
Yes, it's in the discard as well. We posted it in
This
discard, yeah.
is what we
Everything you
had
sent
prayed
him.
for, and this is what I always wanted. You and I always wanted this for Dujuan. Please let us meet at any available time, which is good for you. I know Dujuan here is the priority. In God's will, let's do this.
Viper, you have a link called the discard, and all the printouts are inside the discard. So this is not live, Richie telling. All of those papers are literally in the discard. You just go there and look for it yourself. We don't waste time. He's just giving you the information. So every printout is there physically between him, Mr. Butler, the lawyer, everything. Yes, continue, Richie. Because he
Right.
said
So,
that did not sound true. So if you don't want it, you just go and check for yourself, you know? Yeah, continue, Richie.
yeah. So when all that happened now, my father said, don't answer them, man. Even you, JD, I said, boy, you stop coming on my show. You turn high profile, man. No, you stop coming on my show. Not knowing that I was just staying away from the situation, just to make sure
Yeah,
that,
but true, sometimes me and you just chop up some football.
yes,
You know about the schoolboy football, so you could educate me and some of the players them that's coming in and stuff. So me just say that what's going on with you, you know? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, we always can talk football because even myself want to know some. Me, I wonder if me I said the game wrong. Me, I said, JD, sister, that brother they can't press. Sister, every time the man them a beat the press, them a go
Yes,
through
yeah.
that man. There. And yeah, I said, Richie, say the same thing, Mr. Fichu. So we talk football knowledge,
Yes,
football
yes,
logic,
yes.
and we do talk. But I just didn't want to stay away because because them see you come on, them want to ask the question, and because of that, I just felt like staying away and just don't deal with it. But
So you think the fans played a part in this storied up and went this way?
say
Like
that again.
because sure they are gonna ask a question when they come up on the internet, and maybe when they do see him, they ask question. They're trying to wind up things.
Yes, I
What
mean
percentage you think the fans? Yeah.
some people, call it what it will. My conscience set me free. I know that, I did what I did, how I was taught to be a father, and I
Mm-hmm.
I may made mistakes, but yeah, I have forgiven Wisper and Mr. Butler, because it passed them. It's not about them. It's to for make sure that Jamaica, whenever a situation like this, when we have another Messi and Ronaldo in a one, make sure you do everything right. If you have to go call both parents to sign in front of you and take them copy of them like in front of you, to make sure so you do the things right. You have to do it right because there are people out there with act like that is not the case, and that is
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
case.
Okay. So take it a little back because before the what you call it, the Gold Cup, we had the Austria, because someone saying if Richie did sign the paper, not listening to the story where the man actually tell you before even the Austria, from the Trinidad situation, before the Trinidad situation, he said he never talked to them. They send letter to them, they tore it up, and they send a second letter and they don't respond. So how can he sign a letter when they just call him and said you need to sign this, and he send them a follow-up, and then the guy never followed through the instructions? So he doesn't want to have any talk. He just wants you to run back at him to sign it. So please follow the situation. I'm listening to it as though Rich is saying it, and I'm getting what he's saying. So Aldre, listen properly, Aldre. Go ahead, Richie, because Aldre, I say,
but JD,
if you sign it or why, but you know, listen to the context behind it.
I wasn't asked to sign nothing. Me tell them that I have to get instruction from the lawyer. Me that glad happily sign nothing. Everything. But come in front of the lawyer, so you say, you never sign here, so when you should have signed here, so, or you never sign up at the top and date it, because you make a mistake.
Okay, so you hear Aldre, the only thing he wanted, let me do this in front of the lawyer, because he just maybe he just want to make sure everything goes all right, and no one tried to trick him into things that he never did. So he's trying to protect himself,
It's a very tedious thing right now, where people thinking that, because I would still be under my rock what you want me to be under, if you just did just stop calling my name over and over about a deal which it was done in Phoenix name. We have the documents. It was done in Phoenix name. That the Phoenix is a part of it, and I make it look like I was going to do whatever. I've never had a conversation with Mr. Chang about no Qatar selling of Wisper. Never. I don't know of it. But you know something which I don't know, which you think you should keep from me, because it's not my child, it's your child, and you're the defender of Jamaica, so you come to save other people's children while you use cutlass and slap your son and run knife through him hand.
That really happened? He really stabbed this kid?
So I watch him man run a knife through him son hand, man. I watch him run him knife through him son hand, There's a kid staying at my house from Guyana that came all the way from Guyana, just because they saw this level of life that Phoenix. And when he come and he saw and him start telling you to clean dog shit and move dog kennels and man, I didn't come here for that. He got rid of the youth, and the youth, he was staying in Montego Bay for a while, and a family member reached out to me and said, yo. And what he said to me, that the real reason why he left, him saw him man use a chair and lick a youth from St. Vincent, him down in the team of Belgium, the one who sent from St. Vincent, when I'm called Shabba. Same man lick the youth in him chest with a chair,
Oh wow! But people in the chat are saying that you're talking the truth. Damn. So how is it he's still operating around kids? Is that just in Jamaica? Because you can't do that in the real world. And no disrespect. Sorry, I used the wrong phrase, but you can't do that in Europe and get away with these things, stabbing people, beating people, licking people down with chair, and you're still in kids' business.
Yeah, man, remember it in you can go look at it now. Kyle said
because people said they are saying that I look like I'm just not damn. Wow.
He has been suffering years of abuse since he was 9 years old. It's him and his mother and his sister get abused. When you look across the boy back, is a cutlass mark print out in the youth back.
Wow.
You understand? When the man, the day when him after I'm slapping with the last, the day him come training and him act sulky like him no want train, and the man say, yo, you're not run, you're not start jog, and the man say, yo, man, I feel like training today. And the man say, yo, what you mean I feel like training today? I mean, I say, yo, man, I want to train today, man. So the man comes up and rush Kyle, and they drop in a puddle of water and Kyle move like a girl. He might find some girl fling through him at it. So you see him can't. I say, yo, John, start. This look ugly. When you look, the man run going out the van, take out on a short net, and run it through the youth, and him run like a little girl through the gate now and start ball, and I go like say, yo, Me go dead. Me go dead. Me say, stab me in the hand that in the brother. Oh, you go dead. Me understand me say,
No,
Johnny.
he could have still died by leaking out his points of blood.
Oh, and bleed to death.
Yeah, him can bleed to death if it touched the right place, you know. Yeah, so but that is no joke, man. We can't be here. Richie, if you do that a foreigner, him get around 50 years. Them so, right, yo, the way we take things in Jamaica easy, and I realize that assault this man I keep on doing. Uh, wow. So, anyways, so, oh my God, wow. So with all of that, because I can't understand what kind of madness are going on. But that's not from Mr. Butler's side. So you never signed anything for Austria, and then you never signed anything for no. Tell me about because Austria one was different from the Gold Cup one, right?
No, remember at this time, I tell you, me step back and me not deal with nothing, you know. Me just love it, you know. At the last conversation I have one of Ryan show one of the times, telling Ryan, say, Ryan, me I step back, I'm leaving it. Let them do what they want and do. Me the writer, so I deal with music. And music me I deal with. That's what my thing there. And I'm serious.
All right. No, but we have to clear up that, you know, because people, I saw them starting the conversation if you sign the documents or not, and why they had to go ahead and find a way out to get him played. So you said the JFF sent you a letter, which I posted in the Discord as well, saying you should sign it. So, how would the other side know that you need to sign it? Is it that they send them two separate copies? Or they just send them one and they sign it double time on your name? Or they contacted them back and say, oh, Richie never signed it, you know, so let me go ahead and sign it. But you know that somebody signed it because he went, right?
I don't know, you know. I don't know. I haven't dealt with nothing. I haven't signed nothing. And nobody hasn't asked me to sign nothing other than that text, you know. And I reached out to the mother and said, I will sign it. You understand? But, you know, he has to apologize for the things that he said. And she said, God, apologize to your mama. Craig will sign it then. And that was it.
Okay, so so you confirm that somebody else signed it because she told you
told
about your mother?
Me never say his hands, but she told me that.
Okay. So, all right, people hear that. So he never said he knows for sure that Craig signed it, but she told him about his mother and said Craig will sign it. All right, Jesus God. All right. So then, how this letter came about? Then is it after that disrespect you are saying that? Or your father was already upset, so he said he's gonna continue doing his thing. He was following the process as well.
Yeah, man, is a man who reason with me and check up on me on a daily level, and him just want to make sure something good, you know. You know, and him dead, you know, him is a brother to me and a father, because you know, him is a real man, you know. So him say, yo, don't worry, my son, everything is gonna be alright. Me fix it. So you know, I'm just leave it to my man.
Okay. So after everything finished, Gold Cup finishes now, and everything died down because clearly nothing important ain't coming up. So now we have a new call up now, which is the Nations League. Wisper went to the Nations League, and then now he has to go to the second one. And we heard about the coach clearly came out and stated that the reason why he never picked him is because of the lack of playing time. And he has to stick by his own words. So the coach never said anything otherwise, you know. The coach just say what he said. And then a new narrative came up. Oh, the reason why he met the team is because the paper never signed. Is it that people trying to make up story to sell a story? Because the coach literally told you why he did that, you know. So where that coach story came from?
I mean, after the team was picked, Mr. Butler came on onto a particular show that he used to sell his stories, and people said, "Yo, him not pick up for nobody," and him come and say, "I can't believe a man own son block him, own son." And there was nothing regarding to be block. In truth and in fact, I can tell you what happened with that JFF. JFF decide that they are not releasing any documents. So JFF was actually helping Mr. Butler. So if him a go say me I put block, they said I have to get a court order in order to get any more documents. So JFF didn't release no paper for your information. I hope everybody hear that clear.
Okay, so Richie clearly telling that he never blocked any player. So after all the Baloo, we heard that Mikel Antonio can't make it because I was doing a check day to day to see if Mikel Antonio will make it. And we heard that Wisper will be coming in his place. So if he was blocked, Richie said he was not, the problem arise, the fake cries, which I can clearly call it that, because we're seeing that it is that at this point. But Jay Shai said the man never said that. The man never said that. Jay Shai, you keep on saying that the man never said that. I went back to listen to it again, Jay Shai. And boy, oh boy, I think you might directly want to pick a side. Sometimes you have to just understand, Jay Shai, the man say it over. The man slow himself down.
No,
You said
hold on.
it was jointed. The man say it, Jay Shai, and that's what I mean. And you know the sad thing about it, Jay Shai, if you get him to talk now, is a man that will say it out of his own mouth, Jay Shai. So stop picking up for a person that will actually say it. Because if I should get him here and ask him what he said, he's going to repeat that, Jay Shai. I think you don't know who he is. I think you don't know who he is. He will repeat it. But what I heard is exactly what you're repeating. That is what I heard.
What did you
And
hear? What did you hear?
I heard him said first. He said he doesn't know the coach. The coach is under heavy pressure. The coach is under heavy pressure.
Interior
That's
and
exactly what he
exterior.
repeated first, and then he goes into a lot of things happen. A lot of things happen. He repeats himself twice. I'm repeating word for word, Then he goes into a true me no want talk. But sometimes people are black, and people inside the federation are black. So I'm just repeating what the man's saying because Jay Shai sent me to research what the man said. And then after now, Ryan pick up the story and come back in, and then him get so angry because him kind of getting agitated because Ryan was not getting it. Then him come out clear and say him cannot believe him father black him son. That is the man come out clear. So me don't know what Jay Shai, me don't know where the person do you. But boy, oh boy, brother, please, me I beg you. Go back to watch the video. Send people to watch the video. I went there, watch the video, and the man said the same damn words. So me don't know how. Maybe me never learn English for the longest time. I'm stay a Dutch too long. But I've heard exactly what he said. So that's exactly what he said. You understand me? So with that said now, because that's what Jay Shai trying to avoid. With that said now, and the player get called, did you sign anything knowing that the JFF received a letter to say that the player cannot travel without your signature?
But they didn't get no letter of such thing.
Okay, so you never signed no letter. So that means there was no blocked on the name then, basically.
There was nothing
It's
at
just a
all.
lie.
It's just Mr. always want to say something bad is happening to the player as a finger to point. If he goes to Chelsea now and don't get first team playing time, it's me. Anything that happen negative is just a finger point. You know what I mean? Me get used to it. So if I damn or if I don't, I'm still gonna get the blame. But me used to it, man. Me can carry the load. So bring it come.
Okay. So we clear off that because I just wanted that to be done with because we don't want it to be 50 more streams talking about foolishness. So I think that
True.
is very clear. Richie saying never sign anything.
Yeah, and the reason why
So
me really come out
mhm.
on this on more than one program, JD, me sick and tired of it, man. Lord, my kids them make them live, the rest of my kids them make them live, man. Make them stop here, yeah, try to talk these negative things to us, because it's hurting them as well, you know. I have other children that love their father very much, you know. It's okay. You can do what you want to do. Me can manage it, but don't make my kids them get involved in that, man. Don't bother try make them feel as if yeah, try draw them father in a hole, man. Don't do that, man.
All right. So that's what you pretty much want. You just want this to be deaded here.
Yeah, man. Just
Whatever
done
Whisper
it, man.
goes
Me
on
no
to do,
want nothing from Wisper too, you know. Tell them again, man. Me no want nothing from Wisper. Nothing at all, my friend.
yeah, we want to go into what you're doing so people can clearly get what you're doing. But you just want this to be cleared because after this, I don't think you want to talk on it anymore. Maybe you just want to congratulate him and everything. So
Yeah,
you just
man.
want him to stop calling him, stop talking about this J5 thing and selling
Simple.
to
Yeah.
places and stuff there.
He's at
Okay.
Chelsea. Let's rejoice and let's watch him at Chelsea. Yeah, tell me, say me, like, me bad mind the youth. Why should I bad mind my own child? Are you sick in your head? For what? Me not bad mind him. My job is to make him come up who he want to be in a life. Me bad mind my
Okay.
daughter because she want to be a biochemist, engineer. Me bad mind my son because he's going to be a lawyer. Everybody have them own kettle of fish and own them own pan for knock. And everybody point them way and lead them way which way they want it. And I'm just here to support them. I'm not here to reap off of them.
Okay. All right. So we love that. So good thing in the end. Um RJ JD Blogger, I Mr. Thanks for being okay. RJ Blogger, thanks for being here and thanks everyone for being here. I know sometimes I might come off angry because some of these people I've been arguing them, with the facts, and giving them, but sometimes they tend to want to argue. So what you can do for us, people, please do click the like button, share, and subscribe. So we have 400 people here, or 375. Get it to up to 300 likes because at least that would have gone out there. So if you thought that we did a good job by getting what Richie has had on his mind and we clear up all the points them, I thought everything that you asked me, I've written down and we get it out right. And we get good stories about Wisper as well. Started off with his childhood. But we don't want to hold Richie too long, but Richie have to get into what Ima do. I know after this, I might turn a big interviewer, Richie say, you got to tell me, say, I owe you royalty now for that one big interviewer. Anyways, Richie.
You remember saying, the whole of this can use as a sampler in our song, And,
Yeah.
people don't understand, music is an art. And we do the things like, what you said in the past are samplers that has passed for many decades just to make it into a song or into a music. But what we do, we have a production that we make rhythm and we also buy rhythm too, and we put it into song. Sometimes some of these songs they even play in Jamaica, none talk. Latin
Mm-hmm.
America and them other places, because these people love reggae music and them do it. You have to know where to find your genres and reggae music bigger than the whole of it. It's one of the hugest thing. Jamaica too small for reggae music, and this is what I'm in, and I have thousands of beats playing worldwide, which as long as it play, I collect royalties for generations of my children and grandchildren to have.
Yes, because you sent me a page of Richie Royal Productions, and this is pretty much of a good amount of things. I
All
can't really calculate because I'm not an artist, so I'm not gonna act like I know, But
right,
it
so
looks like,
these
yeah,
are codes
definitely.
that everybody have a birthday, so every music have a birthday. Those are codes and birthdays of music of my productions, and you see where it's all in my name and all my things.
Mhm.
I didn't want to show you, man, the amount of money. So
No, I don't need to share money, but just to make people know that this spell of you wanting something from someone, naturally artists is um will do okay, and the fact that you have these things, that is good, just to I think after you finish with this video, you would not have to do a video again on this story
Yes,
because I think it
I
clears
didn't plan.
everything.
I didn't plan to come out, but as I said, when you be calling and trying to, degrade my name over and over, even when me not see you, you can't write this on me act like me not see you. Me not see you. You're not important to me. As I said to a program last night, I prayed for them. I forgive them. Me not hate, me at him because hate is a very strong word which I don't plan to use. And afterwards, go forth and make yourself go because one thing I know, God not like ugly. So the truth has set me free and my conscience is free. So I feel good, I feel better now that I had
Yeah,
expressed myself and I thank you for giving me your platform to do it. So, me not look think how they are thinking. I'm above that. I have some nice children who look up
yeah,
to me. Them are the backbone of
yeah,
me being this strong today. I live up to
yeah.
them. Me and them
Nice,
good.
nice.
You understand? So
Yeah, you know, have no
it's
problem.
all about
Everything
me.
all right with you. You and the rest of kids, am
Everything.
right? Everything okay. All right, all right. And it not really impact. This little drama not really get into the house or nothing. Everybody
No.
all right, and them try for
Right.
All right, good, good, good. I love that. I love that, man. So all
Yeah,
we have to
man.
say, man, just keep on staying strong. We
Have
get
to.
your side, and it's out there. Obviously, people know that we don't waste time. And as I've said, for a year I came as a YouTuber, just trying to people just know that I love football and I try to bring the accurate information at all times. But for you, I don't do interviews. Everybody know that. So the fact that
Mm-hmm.
people say, "Mr. Mega do an interview," they know that obviously I must have to believe. And because sometimes even earlier and I was on a show, Ryan Keeping on one of his channels and I was there and a guy on there, he was saying one thing and I said, bruh, why are you being conclusive but yet still saying that if Richie blocked the kid? So it's like the selling point is
Right.
the it's like nobody no listen because he might make it look like say me not no sense. I mean, I say okay,
No, what
cool.
is happening,
I have all these
What they
papers, but and then you are trying to tell me that I'm talking foolish, but you have the sense, you know?
no, I will say what is happening, is that I should not have no say at all in nothing at
Hmm.
all pertaining to anything. You understand? As long
Yeah,
as um they are about them can go about and do what they need to do, I'm fine. You know, I don't have no regrets in doing what I do. It's already done. You know, he's gonna come a professional. I'm happy for him. Go out there, go feed your family, feed your children, generation and them thing there. Big up yourself, man. We good over here, sir. But don't come
yeah,
try and fight, carry my name and my family name in on dirt. Because it a come from a woman had a dream. She said she not gonna make her pick and her grandpicking them suffer. And she
hmm,
went to England, you know. Just because she can play the piano, she got to church and to play the piano and then she moved herself till she become a nurse and them thing there.
yeah, yeah,
She live her dream to live her family legacy. And I'm the one who she looked towards to make sure so that go on. And, inherit her things, put me a level where I know so I have to protect it. So certainly everything I don't want again, certain things I don't want to do, but just protect this legacy of this. But
I respect that man because there was some of a similar situation where my mother left to England just to make sure all of us left Jamaica in the end. And remember, all the times they're not the most efficient as how we would have been designed now due to the fact that we have more technology and stuff. And she did her job, yes. Um, yeah,
so I don't I mean, as I said before, there's no love lost out in, but do what you do and do it the right way. And for any federation, you can. I never yet try to say that things are not going right. Whisper did so many things. Notice how many things the man do for how much years, and he never get called for a
yes,
Jamaica team yet. I did
yeah.
not have a problem with it. I just allow them to do what they want to do. I never go up and cuss them and say, yo, you must go into the next team or what? Like, why would I want to do? It's like you want to go fight the police station. We're going to fight the police station. You can't really.
Okay, Richie look like his internet. Yeah. Or sometimes chip out and give you a little noise.
Yeah, man, when the talk on me, man, it kind of flop it down, man.
Okay. But we never want to pressure you still now because we we wanted to know more about the thing and where people can find you. So give them some information how them can find the music, because you're the one where what was that song about 4/4 kick like Wisper? How that come in? Was it yours?
Yeah, man, my production. It's a DJ, friend of mine that music. Yeah, music is an art. You can turn music in anything, but it was literally telling you that the little time when me have is a 4/4. It kick like how the youth kick on. You understand? So you have to read between the lines where that little 4/4 will do you if you mess around. You understand?
Okay. Yes, and the 4/4 that he's talking about, people, as you know, I stick on education and no violence. It is actually Whisper's foot,
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it had a good impact. It did well. There is also another song gone. So even people have to understand, you cannot use these bad publicity that they want to give me and just make 500,000 more go on my song. Cause you put me back in the algorithm to be something to be hashtag about or something that everybody is talking about. Put me where marketing or having a product for you to watch with this name, you're gonna end up click on it. So thanks for the marketing strategy. Now for use your negative thing that you did, Mr. Butler, to get some strategy out of what you do. But continue being who you are. I can't stop you from being who you are. But I hope it work out for you.
All right. So people, we are going to. So Richie, you have any link where them can find you, find the music and stuff because we have 200 people here.
On Instagram, Richie Royal Production and
Richie Royal Production. Let me go for it and put it here. Yeah, because almost 400 people checking in at the middle there for come support the thing. Thanks everyone that came in to hear what Richie had to say. So let me get Richie Royal Production. So yeah, you can support him because he's just another brother doing his thing, as you saw. He's doing his own thing. Let me get this. They say copy because it's the other day I learned how to do this damn Instagram and share the Instagram. Yeah, man, I'm getting old, man. We're not keep up with the technology. All right, so this is the link for Richie. I'm gonna pin it, people. And you go over there and support Richie Royal in what he's doing. So at least you can get to realize Richie maybe don't need any funding. Richie doing his own thing. You buy a song, you get your enjoyment out of the song, and that's good enough. You support his cause. 45 plus on a show. No, almost 4 bills. So the people turn up for Richie, man. All right. And JD Aldian in the comments asking some questions. So you drop a super chat. Why you never just copy Aldian question? What Aldian wanted? Aldian, drop a question behind that because Richie have to go in and remember the man park up and try to go through it for just making him more and just live free and know say Wisper him son, I'm of him life,
Yeah, true.
All right, bossy. Me pin the link. I just wait 10 more minutes and talk to the people and answer a few questions and then see if we can get some people over your side to support the business. So thanks yet again, Richie.
You can take your call of them, Good.
Okay, no. Yeah, because to me, is a man like to make sure you don't want it, you're comfortable, Yes,
Yeah,
everything is marketing, strategy. Aldian, yes. Yes, I said Aldian need to ask Richie why him tell Wisper not to use the Richard's name. Was it you who told him that?
Yeah, man. My brother told him that, and then I second it out of.
Okay, your brother said it first. Okay.
Yeah, and then I was angry And I said it too because I
Ye-
can't believe that you are going to turn against your family for a
Okay,
different. So I said,
so then Richie,
name them.
so that means he watches those interviews. So that's why when he came on, he said he does not know, like he doesn't represent Richard. So you couldn't wrong him then. I have to call you out and your family then
Yeah, man,
because
yeah, man,
you
yeah,
were
man.
okay. So you
Yeah,
guys are comfortable with that, him not
yes.
using Richard's name. Okay,
Yeah,
fair
man.
enough, Yeah, because we have to call a spade, and for people to see that
Yeah,
we're
man,
not
which is
biased.
right, which
You
is
know.
right. When I say me never do nothing, it wasn't something that is hurtful, but how many things that is hurtful that you did. So that's why, you don't expect you want to not call a spade a spade. When the shoes up on your foot, you have to just bear it too.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah. But I had to say that no, I knew why when I saw him talking as if like him not really care about the name, I'm not really know anybody. So no,
Right.
me understand. So maybe he got wind of those information, and when he did it, no, it does not come off the same to me because I never knew that you guys told him not to call himself that. So no, when
Yeah.
he's doing it, I am going to look at it different. At first, I was saying this guy is disrespectful as hell. But
Yeah.
no, I can't say that because you guys told him not to use it.
Yeah,
So
man.
okay. Wow. Damn, man. It really gone a far way, Alger. But thanks for that one, Alger, because you taught me something. I never knew that, and I never wanted this video to finish and then people think that I'm only on Richie's side. But I tried to
Me
ask
and
the ask
Whisper take
questions.
picture the other day. Ask Dan which day that me and Whisper take picture.
The other day, him and Wisper, I'll take picture. Okay, who on him? Oh, okay. The two last name. All right, Dan. What are you saying, Dan? What? All right, so Dan and then man, they just I say all sort of thing, man. Richie, we
Oh.
now hold your butcher because say a night, 9:30 in the night from people.
Yeah.
I've been working in the yard this morning and I was doing a lot of exercise, so I need to get my rest. I'm not small. I am big and tired. Yeah, man. So Richie, we have to say all the best to Whisper on his journey. At the same time, we have to congratulate you. We have to congratulate Richie for at least standing by and do his part of the job. He talked about his mom doing her part, but she was behind the scene. And at the same time, we still have to give Mr. Butler credit to bring him wherever he brought him. And we still have to thank the sponsors because we have learned now that it was not Phoenix paid for those things. It was the sponsors, the parents, and also Brookhouse paid for the schooling as well. So that is very much important. So it's not just Mr. Butler spent money only on the investment. It comes off like it's a whole package of things. So that's what we learned from this interview. So I like that because it answered a lot of questions that we were questioning. Like double around. So now we learned that. So hopefully you guys took any one of the bits. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. As what we said, 300 people here, and the fact it does not reach 300, maybe you never enjoyed it much. But tell you what, massive respect. JD, is Craig wanted by some place in Africa? Let me know. I don't know. I gave my take, people. Let me just read out the super chats or determine that put the super chat. Kush put 2 US, but he never sent anything. And Jay Shy donated. Massive respect, Jay Shy. Grimy asked a question and he said he couldn't answer that, but I had answered it and said that it's obvious because it would have been Fradri, yes, and then Aldine asked his question. So I think I've done as much, man. Jason, massive respect. Let me know if you guys liked it. All right, I am not going to do a next interview because man's not good at these things. All right. Yes. So let me know if you like it. Just put like if you like it. All right. So if me see 100 like, that means you don't like it. And I need to go and take up a next job. All right. All right. Let me see how much likes in the little time where we have to get. Just put a like. Just put yes or no. You like it or not? Yes or no. All right. It was very informative. Give me a why we have 300 people. Why? And then we're done. All right. So Omar said he likes it. So only Omar likes it. One person. Done. All right. So all right. Rich Ty said he likes it. JD, you realize I was making up stories this morning about the last name. No, you're correct. You're correct, Aldine. I have to, so I am learning. That shows you that I don't know anything. I am just learning. All right. All right. So everybody likes it then. All right. So let me see the likes on the video to see if it's over 200. It's not at 200 as yet. So tell me now, why will you be so wicked to not want to like the video as well as, oh, you said you like the video, it's so like funny. If you don't want me to be the interview boss, you tell me, Mr. Revolution like it. From Mr. Revolution and Danica likes it, that means I am doing something good. And then the great Mr. United, big up, big up, big up. All right. Crystal Image, big up yourself, man. Thanks, Sabina. Brian Burke, yeah, man. I am not an interview boss. Richie's a virgin of mine, and Richie came on and says peace, you know, and maybe that's why it flew like that. I can't interview Mr. what you call it, Mr. Dennis, not Dennis Strong, the president. I should have interviewed the president, but I never did it because I was busy with my kid. Blessings just rolling in, long road trip. All right, listen it back, people. Take care. All right, we ain't doing anything more. All right, we ain't doing anything more. Everybody said they like it. So people, we are gonna love you. No, we are not gonna say that. This is not Till the Wings will love you and leave you. Hey, that don't work in Jamaica. So take care, people. Smash the like button on your way out. Follow Richie on the end screen. It's pinned at the top is Instagram, and showcase what he's doing so the misinformation can be sorted. Bye bye. Take care.